Hey Rockstar, Steve aka Void here. Welcome to another episode of RIFFSTARTER, where I help you play your favorite riffs from day one by removing those annoying speed bumps and roadblocks that slow you down. All the strategies and techniques from the show are based on my best-selling book, Practice Less, Play More, which you can grab at playmoresongs.com. So, welcome to today's episode. I'm cutting it a little bit close because I have a call. I've got a broadcast coming up in just in about 10 minutes, but we're going to keep this nice and quick because this is going to be, that's the whole point of the show, is we're going to play songs faster, play riffs faster. And the whole idea I talk about in multiple episodes of the show is that instead of trying to match your current skill level to the level of the riff, we match the riff to your current skill level, and that's how you play from day one. From there, you upgrade until it sounds like the original or until you're satisfied. Now, we're going to play One by U2, and that riff has been one of the most popular riffs that my students and members have requested, and there's a lot of ways that this could go wrong because of what I just described, that a lot of guitar players will approach things at face value, okay? And what that means, if we look at the tab, so let me show you the tab really quickly here. So if we look at the tab, then we're going to see this over here, which is what we pretty much hear at the beginning of the song. So we hear this, we hear that, and then we also hear some strumming, and then we have some more with this hammer on here. And so we might play, we load up the song, we might play this first part, okay, and then we see, okay, well, there's nothing else going on, weird, okay, so maybe I'll just move down here to this part, and then it's doing all this other stuff. And then this, and then a slide, and just going like one step at a time, going one thing at a time. And what ends up happening when you approach things like that is your guitar playing will kind of always sound like that, like stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. So what we want to do is we want to take a more strategic approach, and the way that we do that is we want to capture the essence of the song first, okay? We want to simplify it to your current skill level, and that's how you play from day one. You can play along with the record, you can play on your own. I recommend playing along with the record, but it's capturing that essence. So how do we do that? I'm going to share some ideas. This thing is if you look at it face value, it's going to screw you up right from the beginning because there are two guitars, guitar one and guitar two. So to capture everything we hear on the record, it's going to be difficult because there's more than one guitar. Now in the intro of this show, you just heard me play, I went like this, so I did this intro, and then I did this little like finger pick, like chicken picking type thing. You don't have to do that, but there's a way you could kind of fake it a bit, where you can summarize everything in one guitar. But way before that, I want to make sure that you can play this from day one, which means that we would just look at the chords like A minor. Now this D sus2, I'll show you in a second. But we look at the essence of it first, and we subtract all the extra stuff, like especially this part here, this 3, 1, 2, this pull off and this pick here. That's going to slow you down for sure. That's a speed bump. This 5, 7, 5, this hammer pull off, for sure that's going to slow you down. This slide over here, and all the little like times that a triad turns into a note, and then there's a double stop, 2 notes, and then 1 note. It's like random, right? It seems random, and all they're really doing is just listening to Edge's guitar part and transcribing that, putting that on the screen. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we capture the essence: A minor, D sus2, F major 7, and G. Now these are some fancy names. If you're a novice, then this might be scary. What it really just means is that we were going like this. We're just going like, so A minor, okay, and then D without any like, so not the triangle shape here. Like this, we go A minor, then we go D, okay, and then this F is just a staircase with just 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret on strings 4, 3, 2, and then going to G. But what's interesting is as long as we represent some of that, then we should have 1, especially if we, like what I would do first is play along with the record, and I do something like this, like 1, you even hear the stick clicks, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Da da da. I would just bring this staircase shape up if twisting and turning maybe is a bit tricky for you. So G through 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and let the lead and all the extra stuff. Let Edge do all that extra stuff at first, doing steady strums. Okay, so that's what I would recommend first. Get those chords. Now, if you can't play those chords, then maybe start with like power chords. But what we definitely don't want to do is we don't want to play this. All these moves here at first, okay? That comes afterwards. That comes when we start incorporating it. Like for example, if I develop that strumming that I was just doing on those chords, I can go like this. I wait for this. I wait for the stick clicks, and then I wait for Edge to go like that. I let him do that, okay? I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I imagine, like, this is what maybe Bono would have done with the acoustic. Just play some chords. Don't worry about playing all the extras, okay? And maybe Bono would have played all this stuff. Maybe, but I'm pretty sure that that's Edge playing that. Now, how do we fit that stuff in? Because what we want to do is, definitely it's fun to play all that stuff. So I'm just saying not if you play it. It's more like when you play it. Like, you don't do it at the beginning. You do it after you've developed some of the foundation and you have your play from day one version. Now, when we upgrade, what we can do is we could take some of these ideas on here, but not play everything, okay? Not play everything. I'm just going to set one more quick timer here just so I know when to stop. So here, I would play this as a chord, and then I want to get some of the ba-da-da-da-da. I definitely would get rid of any of the da-da-da-dum, any of the extra stuff, the fast stuff at the end. So what I would do is this. I would basically make it uniform, all the same kind of stuff. I'd go like... So it's like finding the note that makes it go, like the modification note, usually it's just 1. So, okay, and then here, so this would be, so just moving 1 finger, okay, and then the next one would be, and then here, move up, even though on the actual song, he doesn't do all those exact moves, this, high, low, that sound, high, low, da-da-da-doom, high, low, doom, doom, high, low, high. On the last one, he doesn't do that exact pattern. On the last one, he's doing this, like, slide. Okay? But even though he's going da-da-da-da-da, I would keep it still uniform. So it'd be G, da-da-da-da-da. I would keep it high, low, high. I'd keep the same pattern. So what the upgraded version would sound like would go like this. Still wait for the stick click, still wait for the lead. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, da 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 da. By the way, you play that for anybody, and if they know you too, they're going to know that that's 1 by U2. That version is so close to the original that messing around with all this extra, like, slide, and then this, trying to go, there's so much, like, that's crazy. It's so fast to get something clean like that why spend 40 minutes doing that when you could play the song first and then it's like a cake, add the icing and the cherry afterwards, okay? So does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know in the comments below. These are the ideas for starting off. 1, don't have any of the fancy slides or anything like that first. Remember, instead of matching your current skill level to the level of the riff, instead of trying to do that, you match the riff to your current skill level. That's how you play from day one. All right, so that is today's episode. If you want to check out more of the strategies, check out Practice Less Play More at playmoresongs.com. I hope you have a great day, and we'll chat soon. All right, that's not updating. Let me roll this thing out manually here.